Welcome back to the Morning Line here on this Friday. Time to get some early mail from one of our main form analysts here at Sky, Brad Davidson. Davo, good morning to you, mate. 3 Group 1s from Sydney, a Group 1 from Melbourne as well. Plenty of winners to be found. How have you found the form with, I guess, still 24 hours or so until it all kicks off?
Yeah, good morning, Lewis. Good morning, everyone. What a day ahead we have. But before we get to that, Lewis, I've got to address your media work. I mean, you know, you're a star in the media world, but gee, you could be a sports coach as well, couldn't you? With the responses like that when you're talking about your own horse. Oh, we're just happy to be there. Come on, mate, you want to win. Surely, next thing you'll be telling us, oh, look, if we just focus on the KPIs, then we'll get the result. We've just got to take it one game at a time.
Hopefully it's in the Brad Davo A set. That's what I'm hoping for. I haven't done the race or priced it up or anything, but I'm telling you, it's a big price. And as I said to Brett Devine, if it wins, you will be dragging me out of that winning room, and there might not be enough bottles of Dom to go around. But let's focus on finding some actual winners, Davo. You've got 3 or so races you're keen to play in Sydney. Then we'll head to Melbourne as well, where racing's at Flemington, of course, for Turnbull Stakes Day. Let's kick it off with this Everest lead-in the Group 2 Premier. Here's what the tab market is saying for it. And Gigi Kick the 245, Bella Nipotina 270, Think About It 420 and Marzu $8 there, your single figure runners. We're going to take a look at the Concord Stakes, which looks the key form reference. Bella Nipotina finishes second, Gigi Kick was there finishing 5th. Were you surprised to see Gigi Kick come up favourite over Bella Nipotina in this?
Yes, I was, Lewis. Yeah, I think a lot of people are, to be honest. And I know Tim Ryan, I've heard his views, and I totally get what he's saying, where it was wide there and Bella found the fence, which was the right place to be. But she's giving him windburn all the same there. And, you know, the only thing I've got in the back of my mind is his 1,200-metre record and the fact that he's got this tendency to improve about 4 lengths second up. So, but I still think she's got to be favourite, doesn't she? I mean, you know, she was outstanding there. All her form in the last year's just been out of this world. Wet or dry doesn't seem to bother her, and she probably just grabs he's back in the run here and tries to out-sprint him late. It's going to be a terrific race. But, yeah, I think they might switch around tomorrow. I'm a little bit gun-shy all the same just because, you know, having a look at Gear Kick's ratings, he does find about 3 or 4 lengths second up. So, and the way that the stable are talking is that they've got him absolutely flying. The trial, yeah, the trial's the trial. I mean, it's what you're going to expect from a horse 2 weeks out from an Everest. I thought Bella Nipotina's trial was probably better than his recent trial, to be honest. The horse inside him, the Godolphin horse, was under double wraps. So I thought it might have been overplayed a touch. But, yeah, great race. Bella Nipotina, though, for me, I think she's got to be favourite, and I think she will start favourite tomorrow.
Okay, so maybe taking the price now, if keen on Bella Nipotina with a firm expected tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they do swap around there in that market. Let's take a look at the Group 1 Tab. Epsom comes up as race 9 on this Randwick program, and it's $6 equal favourites. Royal Patronage from barrier 17 and Chill Wolf from barrier 14. Kovalika loves to barrier 1 and is a $7 chance, and then Tom Kitten from barrier 19 as it stands at this stage anyway. It starts them in double figures at $10, and the chances, as we mentioned prior, really don't end there at all. A big field assembled here. Chill Wolf, Davo, this is the win 2 starts ago at Rose Hill. It was a benchmark 100, put them away by about 2 lengths on the line. Since then, of course, has run second to Elias in the Group 3 Kingston Town. Is this the one you're keen on in the Epsom?
Yeah, he is. Look, I think he's a really nice horse. He's just progressing beautifully this preparation. It was a big win this day. We've seen how more victorious come out of this and win. And then he's gone and tested Elias. They gapped third, ran really good time. He's going to go 2,000 back to 1,600, but I think 2,000 is probably towards his outer limits, and 1,600 looks about cherry right for him. You get into the running line somewhere, wide barriers in Epsom's no concern at all there. So I think he's the horse to beat. He's at the top of the market, though, in what's a race where you could look at probably 10 different horses that make a case for him. Thought a horse like Kintide run well at odds, but yeah, I've got to go with Chow Wolf. I thought he was terrific there. And, you know, when you look at the wide gates, I think they're probably a positive versus barrier 1 for Kovalika, which just has got to be a bit of a concern if that inside's not holding up well. But, look, he should have won the Epsom last year, Kovalika, and preps up beautifully as well. So I can't really be against him. But Chow Wolf, for me, love the way Joe Pride talks about this horse, and I think he is the one to beat in tomorrow's Epsom handicap.
Chelwolf, the tip in the Epsom. The other Group 1 handicap, of course, is the Metrop, the race prior. Race number 8 on the card, and it's a similarly wide open market. Unusual Legacy, the $6 fave. Land Legend, $7. Future History, $9. Zardozi, $9.50 at Narosso, and First Light are $10 chances, with Serpentine from a wide draw next in betting at $11. Let's take a look at the Kingston Town, which is, again, what we mentioned with Chelwolf, who ran second here to Elias. Land Legend battles away there in the white and red colours. Few others to come through it as well. What do you make of the Metrop this year?
Yeah, look, I thought this was the right lead up, Lewis. Land Legend battled away really well. Look at the horse back in the white cap there. Number 9 getting to the outside right in the back pack, Athabaskan. Look, he just kind of lost touch with the field, but I thought he worked home well enough here, and he's a horse I want to make a case for at 20 to 1. I'm actually going to tip him on top. He's got this profile to peak third run back at 2,400 metres at Ramwick. I thought his first up run was terrific, and then that race just didn't really work out for him, but he was fine. Now he gets in a race where he can show his staying prowess, and I thought at around 20 to 1, I thought he would run us a good race. I thought Land Legend probably deserved to be favourite off that run. I think Unusual Legacy is a little bit too short in the market as favourite. He's got beaten in a pretty moderate race last week, and prior to that he won, sure, but it was more like a midweek race. So I think he's a little bit of a false favourite for mine. I think Land Legend probably deserves to be top pick. And Athabaskan best roughie for me in the Metrop in another race where you can make a case for 10 different runners.
Okay, so there you go. O'Shea, Charlton, Jay Collett to ride, $23 Athabaskan in the Metrop. Let's head to the Group 1 race from Flemington tomorrow. Of course, it's moving day there in Melbourne, and this is the Group 1 Turnbull Stakes. Buckaroo and Elias are equal favourites. I was looking at this market all throughout the morning, and Buckaroo was a clear fave, but in the last half an hour or so, Elias is 5 into 440 with a really good push. The drifter, all since this market's been posted, is Via Sistina, which is really interesting. 370 out to 480 it goes. It's the one we're going to preview. Of course, went here to Randwick first up in the Wink Stakes and came from an awkward position to win this, and then went to Flemington on a heavy track behind Mr. Brightside and failed. What do you make of the runner, Davo? Because the drift's got me a little worried.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, Lewis. I think the weather might be key as well. There's some rain forecast in Melbourne today and tomorrow. How wet that track gets, I wouldn't really want her on a proper wet track again at Flemington. But look, she was terrific here first up. The second up run, she just didn't seem to handle the track. So how wet it gets is going to be key there tomorrow. But if it doesn't get too wet, I think she can bounce back. She's the one I want to be with alongside Elias. I thought they were the two that interested me there tomorrow. He's tough as nails, Elias. The data and that Kingston Town win were terrific. And as I said, I'm giving Chelwolf a really good chance in the Epsom off that. The one I want to be against is Buckaroo. I just think that it got handed to him on a silver platter the other day. Placed to carousel, pulled up with an issue, and danger pulls up with an issue and goes too bad to be true. Sometimes you can look a bit better than it was, and I think that's the case with Buckaroo last week. I think he's a false favourite. And I don't think he will start favourite tomorrow. I think he's, when they met there first up this preparation, Via Sistina gave him windburn as well. So he's the one I want to take on. And I think track conditions key on whether I'd go towards Elias or Via Sistina there tomorrow.
So that's the way we're playing the Group 1 from Melbourne. Davo, it's going to be a massive day across both of those venues. You'll be here in studio. I'm tipping nice and early for another day on the big stage alongside Gator and Marto. We'll hear all your thoughts on all the races then.
Yeah, looking forward to it. We've got Gator in Sydney tomorrow, so that'll be good fun. And good luck to you, Lewis, tomorrow there at Ramwick. Not often you have a runner on Epsom Day, so pretty exciting, mate. And look, I know Nathan Doyle will have him prepped up beautifully, and good luck to Nathan as well with his first Group 1 runner in Harlem Queen in the Flight Stakes. So it should be a cracking day, and mate, I hope you're still there celebrating in the winner's room at Race 10.
Yeah, we'll see how we go, Davo. Just as long as you don't tip it, mate, because then I'll lose the price if you put it on top, that's for sure. Big thanks to Brad Davidson for joining us here on the Morning Line this morning as we take you to another break.